Hey everybody, it's Jack and Dan.
And today we're going to hook up the rain barrels.
The rain barrels were a little bit late this year hooking these up because it was so much flooding and so much rain we didn't really need them. We had them sitting out here by the shed and we've used these for quite a few years now. Got them at Costco, like half price. They're 60 gallons a piece and they were I think $80 on sale. So we got 8 of them, $600 something. But of course, then we get Costco rewards. That's why we got them at Costco. So we ended up getting money back for that. But we've used them for years now. And so 60 times 8.
480 gallons.
480 gallons. Look at this guy studying his math. So every time it rains, we have a ranch. And it's very long, and it has all these soffits all the way around. So every time we have like a 4,000 square foot roof. That's totally ridiculous. And we thought all of that surface area is just going down the drain. So we thought, hey man, we're going to hook up these rain barrels, and there's a little bit of an investment, but they've already lasted us several years, and hopefully many more years. They're made out of resin. These are made by a company called Good Ideas, and again, they are normally anywhere from $150 to $200. Costco, though, had them on sale, so we got a whole bunch of them at one time, and we hooked them up. We've been using them ever since, and we're going to kind of show you how we hook them up and everything.
Now, when you buy this kit, these drill bits come right with it. Basically, they're very similar to the type of bit you would get if you put in a doorknob. So this little guy goes to drill that hole, so you can put that in there, and this little guy drills this one in the gutter, so you can put that one in there. Very, very, very simple to do. If you've never used anything like that, they come with instructions and everything. Put it on your drill, boom, boom, boom. The other thing is, we do put it in the top of the barrel instead of the side. A lot of times people say, oh, put it down here on the side, and it won't overflow. We would rather it overflow, due to the fact that you can see there's a mosquito right there flying around. We don't want there to get an infestation of mosquitoes. Also, just to kind of flush that water out and keep it fresh all the time instead of it building up in there. So we put it in the top, and what happens is every time it rains, it kind of overflows a little bit, and it kind of flushes that out. And you can see it has a little overflow rim here. So as soon as that fills up, overflows a little bit, and what we do is down at the base of each one of these, we just put some bricks and things so that if it's in a mulched area or a dirted area, it doesn't like wash it away. It just kind of overflows and runs down. Now again, if it overflows, it still does put some pressure back to it, and it goes down the middle of the gutter instead of the sides. But that's how we do it. That's how we like it. We don't want there to build up a bunch of nasty algae and mosquitoes and things like that, so we just put it right on the top and it simply overflows. Some people don't like doing it that way. That's how we like doing it. If the barrels are in the grass area, it just flows in the grass. If they're by concrete, it flows in the concrete. But it's very simple to do that way, and we've had no problems doing that for several years now. Seems to work very good for us.
All right, Jack's got it in the aerial cart. They're not heavy by any means. They only weigh like a few pounds, but problem is they're just kind of big and bulky, aren't they?
Yeah.
So now remember, if they had any sort of water in them, water weighs like 10 gallons or 10 pounds a gallon, so they'd be about 600 something pounds, but pretty light. They're just kind of bulky and hard to manage. So we use a little aerial cart, bring them over here to the site. This is the first one. We ran out of plugs. I think we lost one, so I used a little outlet cover thing to actually cover this one. And interestingly enough, these robins lay their eggs and put a nest here every single year. They love this little gutter spot under here. Usually we're done with this before they do that. However, again, with all the flooding and weirdness this year, we got a little late start. So there are some babies, but I think they're just kind of sleeping right now. Hopefully mom and dad don't come around and dive bomb us. I don't see them around. Maybe they're out on a date while the kids are taking a nap. So we're gonna knock this out and hopefully we don't get dive bombed. These are all these big lilies we have here. They haven't flowered yet. They will very soon. And of course we water them all with the barrels. But we kind of just stick it in here with the landscaping. And you can see, like I said, I do have a couple of bricks so that when this does come running down, it doesn't, wash out the soil. It drips down onto the bricks and it dissipates a little bit. Water comes right down the gutter, right into here, hits this. If it overflows, comes right down off here into this, and And again, if you're on the pavement like over there, it just hits the pavement. If you're down here, we put a couple bricks so it dissipates a little bit. Super easy. One time, if it rains one time, all of these barrels will be completely full to the brim. Just one little rain for like an hour, and they're all completely full. Now with some of them, you can see we have extensions on them. Because there's over here, when we have them in the ground cover, and we just put this, we kind of just bury this in the ground cover, so it comes right out to the bricks here, and then we can just hook up our hoses. What we do is we use the Hydroshots so that we have pressure. That's one of the reasons I never got these, is because they didn't have any pressure. But they came out the Hydroshots quite a few years ago, and that's when we got them. So this hose, we'll put the barrel back there, and it'll just kind of lay down in here in the ground cover and come out right here. We just hook our little portable hose up to it, and we can go around here and water all these areas there and all around here. It's really cool. All right, there's a third one already. Really easy, zippity doo dah, and you can see it's kind of hidden behind everything. Looks kind of nice. Lots of ground cover. The tube basically gets, of course I had to trample this a little bit going in there, but that literally will fill in like a day. We just bring it right to the edge, and we can just hook up right there. And Jack usually does this part of his summer chores, right, kiddo?
Yeah.
You do this, you kind of like the Hydroshots. They're kind of fun.
I mean, that's fun.
We're sorry, oof. Got a little allergy stuff there. We're gonna be doing a whole separate video just on the Hydroshots, because they really are an awesome invention, aren't they?
Yeah, they're cool.
We do a lot of stuff with them. We can come around here and hook them up to the barrels. Not only can we water everything, we can pressure wash stuff, we can clean the windows, we can pressure wash the gutters and the house and the sidewalk and the patios, all of our rainwater. Again, every time it rains, we get 500 gallons. It's amazing. If you live in certain counties, they will, if you have rain barrels, there's paperwork that you could fill out on the county website. Remember, Dave was telling us about this. And they will calculate your surface area of your roof and how much water you collect, and they will take that off of your sewer bill. They will remove that from your sewer bill, because part of your sewer bill is somehow calculated into the rainwater that comes off your gutters and all that. And anyway, all I know is he looked on his county website. So check out your county. Our county does not do it. I looked into it. So I cannot benefit from that. I mean, it's still an awesome benefit to be able to water all of our, property with rainwater. But look into that, because he does save several $100s a year by doing that. He just fills out a paperwork and handed it in, and then they give him that discount. Very cool. Isn't that neat?
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I wish that ours did do that, but ours does not. But there are many counties that do, so look into that. This thing was a little bit out of control. We trimmed it quite a bit when we moved in here. Beautiful for about 2 or 3 weeks out of the year, but covered in bees. So this one's a little bit tricky. Bees and wasps. This one's a little tricky. This one kind of goes behind this bush and sits sideways in here, and that's a little bit tricky, but it's kind of cool because you don't even see it at all. Many of these you don't. I'm gonna get back. You want to do this one, or you want me to do it, Jack?
You can do it.
Look at all those bees, man. Hey, that's what they say. If you're nice to them, they're nice to you, right? And somebody made a comment, one of our reviews, they can smell your fear. So I'm not gonna be afraid. I'm just gonna hook it up, and if they don't smell my fear, then they'll leave me alone. A lot of people have asked us about all these rocks. When we moved in here, there were no rocks on any of this landscaping. Remember?
Yeah.
We actually used the WORX GT to move them. We're gonna be doing a video on how to do that. That thing is awesome for that.
It has a net attachment as well.
Yes, it does. All of these big stones and rocks that we put into our lands. Look how big these pokeweed plants are. There was nothing there at all about a week and a half ago. That's how fast they grow. Those things will be about 10, 12 feet tall. It's gonna be really cool when those come in. But all these big, huge rocks, this is one of Jack's favorite rocks. I'll show you real quick. Wow, look at that guy from the front. What a beast. Beautiful bush. This is the one he calls a T-Rex. It looks kind of like a T-Rex head. Isn't that neat? We put it on top of an old stump there over here. When we moved in here, shortly after we moved in, this was all electric area. You can see that little gas thing over there in the neighbors, that little gas plug. The electric deal ran out with the First Energy in this development. So a lot of people freaked out, right?
Yeah.
And they got gas put in, and they tore up all these tree lawns. Everybody's tree lawn here. They completely tore it up. All the way down here, all the way down there. We have a very big tree lawn. They dug the whole thing up, tore it up. Underneath that, they found a ton of awesome rocks. Look at all these pieces of quartz and granite. And we do definitely need to clean up some of these weeds and stuff. But anyway, lots of cool things. Especially these quartz. I mean, look at this piece of quartz. This thing's huge. Beautiful. The gas company guys were taking them and put them in their trucks and selling them to landscaping companies. Hundreds of dollars they were getting for some of these big, huge rocks. And I said, hey, man, those are ours, right?
Yeah.
So they said, well, we'll set them up here if you want them. I go, yeah, I want them. They're amazing. It's my property. I want to take it. So they put them all up here. We took the WORX GT, and we're going to show you guys in another video how we did that. But we moved all these rocks up here, all these landscaping rocks. So we're going to show you, we're going to do a video on that too coming up. Super cool, super cool. Some of these pieces of granite like this one here, I mean, these things weigh hundreds of pounds. This one right here, I think about 300 or 400 pounds. It was unbelievable, unbelievably heavy. And we were able to position them in here and stuff. So we're gonna be doing a video on that. But yeah, oh, look at these. Look at this ground cover coming in here, purple. It's gonna be really neat. Let's finish these barrels before I start waffling on here. See how it's rectangular, fits exactly in there. You just squeeze it, shove it in the hole. Very durable stuff, very durable stuff. And pop it in. And you kind of just shimmy it back and forth a few times. Just make sure it expands in there. Works really well. And just make sure you got some slack here. Then you pop your little screws back in. Good to go. The other thing you want to do is make sure it's level. If it's sitting on a slant, it could kind of fall over. These have been sitting in the same spot for so long that, I mean, they're, the little areas where they were are pretty flat. You could build up some dirt or gravel around them if you want, or put some wood down or whatever, some bricks. A lot of people raise them up on things to get more gravity, but since we use the hydroshots, we just put them on the ground, we just plug right into the ground. It's a little miniature battery-operated pump. Shoots it right out of there. Again, we will show that in a video coming up. And here's number 8. Locked in. Got them all done. Look at that host already. Bam! So we're all done. It really doesn't take very long. I mean, once you do it for the first time, I mean, all you got to do is cut the gutters. It's really very simple. They come with basically a doorknob attachment to a drill. You cut the hole in the gutter, and it's there forever. You put the plug in when you take them down. You put the tube in when you put them up. It's very simple. A lot of people would probably say, oh, that seems like a lot of money to spend, just to water your flowers and stuff. We have a lot of landscaping. We have a lot of yard. We like to take care of it. We like to, be proud of it and work on it and make it look nice and grow some of our own food and things like that. And, yeah, it's, between the Hydroshots and the rain barrels, it was $800-900, but ultimately they've lasted us 5 years now. Probably will easily last us at least 5 more, if not longer. And we would probably spend $500 or $1,000 a year watering all this stuff.
I like the WORX stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Jack loves the WORX stuff. This is the aero cart. Again, we are going to show how this is a really awesome piece of equipment to move rocks and things. We use it as a wheelbarrow. We use it as a dolly. It's really awesome. We're going to be featuring this in a video. And also the Hydroshots. We did do a video on the Hydroshots a while ago. We're going to be doing a new one where we really kind of show all the things that they can do, all the things we use them for. We do have 2 of them. Jack uses one. I use one. Since we have 8 barrels, we each take 4 barrels each. We have a hose attached to the Hydroshot. He goes to one. I go to one. We water for 10 or 15 minutes. We move to the next 2. So in an hour's time or less, we can go 2 barrels at a time, 8 barrels, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way around. And between the 2 of us, we can knock it out very quickly in the morning and before it gets hot or sunny or nasty. And we get all that done early in the morning, don't we, kiddo?
Yes.
It's really cool. It's really easy. And then we spray the deer stuff in the evening, and everything works out fine. And we're really happy we got them. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell for future notifications. We will be going over a lot more WORX stuff, this aero cart and the Hydroshots in future videos this summer. See you next time, guys.
Bye-bye.